What's going on, YouTube? Welcome back. Just want to thank you guys for watching these videos. Hopefully it's helping you guys out. I got a question or a tip help video for one of my subs. He asked me how to stop the run, and I just want to share with you guys real quick. Not making this video too long because I can't get into details and make this video like long, but I'm trying not to do that. So let's get into this. So formations. Now the base defense that I run is the 4-3-Y-9. If you have a specific defense that you like to run as your base defense, like the 3-4 quarter nickel, and you can just let me know and I can help you out because the setup's a little bit different. But the 4-3-Y-9 is my base defense. Cover 3 sky. That's what I run. Now, a lot of the runs that are hard to stop are from these heavy formation, 2 tight ends and whatnot. So let's get into one right here real quick. The stretch and the counter. Like, I don't see. Let's see. Let's go with the single back ace twins. Okay, they go a counter. Now I'm gonna let this run the first time because I only have one controller, so it's gonna be, I need a little bit of time to set it up. Now you can set it up before one controller before the defense gets set, so let's get into that. So I'm quarter. Now with this, you don't really have to do nothing. You can just come out in this and the defense pretty much does everything itself. But with the setups, you can play the stretch and the counter, because a lot of people have these custom playbooks where they have to stretch and the counter in there, so the setup actually stops both of them at the same time. So but let me show you guys something real quick. Now I've already set this up. One thing you need to do is your depth chart, defensive line linebackers. Make sure you have your best defensive end in the defensive end spots, or your best fastest linebackers. I use my fastest linebackers, but you can use your defensive end. I use my linebackers because they get a little bit more pressure with the setup for pass plays. But yeah, I got Desmond Bryant right here. Now originally he was down here at number 3, so I've already set this up. I got Desmond Bryant right there, right end. That's the best right end they have. D tackle. Now this guy right here, Jamie Meter, he was in at the number 2 spot. I switched him out. I put Steven Paya. He was the number 2 right end, but look at this, he has a 96 strength. So with 96 and 93, there shouldn't be no runs up the middle. And you can they can clog up the running lanes pretty effectively. Linebackers, if you don't have speed, use the best linebacker that you have. So he'll have to do, that's a decent, Mario Davis is good. And right here, if you don't like, they had nothing right there, so I just went with the 84 speed. And your strong safety, make sure he's decent speed and nice strength. Now this dude's a 75 strength, so that'll have to do. But the better the strength and the speed, the more effective this is. So let's go. Now I'm just gonna let this run, no setup, and it still does a pretty good job. Now the setup is if they run it both ways, the stretch and the counter. So let's get into them. I'm gonna let this keep running. I'm gonna tell you guys the setup. The setup is man a line, or just leave it. If you don't man, because if you base a line, this is what happens. The strong safety goes back up, so you're in a 4-3. All right. But if you man a line, the safety comes down. You're running like a 4-4, or you don't even have to man a line. You can just don't base a line and don't man a line, and everything will be good. But all you do is spread your line, crash them out, bring your linebackers in, and bluff blitz your middle linebacker. When you bluff blitz your middle linebacker, you want to user him. See, I was able to set that up before the defense even got set. So it's not that hard to set up. And you see we got the tackle, 2 yards. There you go, Jamal Charles being a beast. And I base a line. Yeah, you don't want to base a line. It'll still work, but you want that 4-4 look. You see he gets chased down from the side. Now you can do, you don't have to pinch your linebackers. You can just leave them right there. You see gets tackled for 2 yards. You can even spread your linebackers and bluff blitz the middle linebacker, and sometimes that works better. So like I mix it up. Sometimes I bring my linebackers in, sometimes I leave them out there. And sometimes there you go, tackle for a loss. He actually fumbled the ball on that play. So you can play around, but the main thing, spread your line, crash them out, and I base the line. But yeah, so if you base a line or man a line, it still works, but it's just your preference. I like that 4-4 look. So I man a line, or I don't do anything, and I spread my line, crash them out, bluff blitz my middle linebackers. You can bring your linebackers in, or you can pinch them, or just leave them as is. That's your preference. There you go, man. They go nowhere. Now, if I'm not gonna make no setups right here, and you can see with no setup, it still does a good job of stopping the run. But with the setup, it stops the run to both sides. Now the bluff blitz of the middle linebacker is to, if they're running up the middle, you got that linebacker coming down, and he usually clogs everything up, and your guys rally and make a tackle. But yeah, man, tackle for loss. So yeah, that's pretty much it, man. That's all I do. And if it was a pass, you're using the middle linebacker. So on that bluff blitz, he'll come down like he's blitzing, then he'll go back into coverage, and you just use the middle. Now, a lot of things people do is when they're using the middle, they see those crossing routes and they run with it and leave their zone wide open. You got to play your zone. Just hold down L1 or left bumper until you see where the pass is going, or see somebody wide open, then you can break into that. But yeah, try to stay in your zone. But yeah, that's how I stop the run, man. Hopefully you guys can implement this into what you guys do, and start stopping these stretch and counter plays. But as always, man, thank you guys so much for watching. Have a blessed day. Peace.